Other beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome back, or welcome to the Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in my videos or live feeds, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. Happy Monday. That weekend went too fast. I don't care what anybody says. That weekend went too fast. I almost need an extra day on the weekend added on. I'm sure you all feel the same. Weekends go so fast. It's like, man, here we are back at Monday. I'm grateful. I'm grateful though. It's Monday, brand new week, some new energy coming in. Good morning. Welcome, you guys. The energy update today is quite interesting. Very interesting. I'm just curious if you guys have felt this energy of pressure, like this almost like a pressure chamber. When I was meditating this morning, I was like, all this pressure was around me, and spirit really gave me some big reminders on lighten up, lighten up, kind of releasing that pressure valve. The physical world has been under a lot of pressure. You guys don't need me to tell you that. It's been a lot of pressure in the energy fields, coming from the collective and the physical world. There's a huge lighten up, kind of taking our power back to kind of listen to our inner world, our higher self, to lighten the energy around, to call in simplicity, to simply simplify things the best that you can. This week is going to be huge. I feel some big, huge shifts coming in, and it feels very, very pressure like energy that's coming through. And I feel like the valve is being released. I just feel like there's this big, big release in the valve. So there may be some explosive energy within you. Emotions may be big. You may be feeling yourself kind of feeling that pressure or buckling under pressure. Giving yourself some time to simplify what brings you joy. Very, very simple question. How can I simplify my day? What can maybe it's a simple meal rather than than a something that takes a lot of your time. Where can you simplify the energy? What is within your control that can simplify things? Being, whether it be some quiet time, a few moments, just a little break. The pressure and the buildup of feelings is also going to connect to control. You might be grabbing on to things that you want to control, or perhaps you're going to see it in people around you. They may be trying to control. Right? If someone's trying to control you, or if there's control energy, you may see it in the workplace where your boss may be a little bit more controlling or watching break time. There's something there with the control energy. We're also coming into a new moon on the 24th, and it's a new moon. We're coming into Leo season, which is a really interesting energy coming in as well. And I think that the Leo energy that's coming in with the new moon on the 24th is a big part of the release. When you think about the energy of a lion, it doesn't really have to do anything. It's always in control, right? Like, it's slower moving. It's just that energy of being able to just be and take it one step at a time. Your true self is your highest power. And spirit gave me those words this morning, and I literally had those goosebumps kind of like flow through me. Your true self, coming back into your true self. I feel a lot of intuition and third eye activity around that when I got that message. A lot of your intuition may be peaking. Activation of the third eye is going to be a big thing this week as well. And you may be seeing things that you've been waiting to see or wanting to see. And you also may be seeing things that are maybe a little bit difficult to see. Seeing the truth in something, or seeing something for what it really is. And that's where the control piece is going to kind of float in. If you can't control it, letting it go and releasing that valve, and being able to kind of like let go a little bit more. Letting go is really hard. We talk about that all the time. Still and quiet allows our intuition to speak. People always say to me, well, how do I work on my intuition? Giving yourself some quiet time to be able to listen, to be able to hear it, to be able, and asking. I say that all the time. Sit quiet and ask spirit. I say it every single morning. Show me what I need to see today. Sometimes I see things I may not want to, but I take that information and kind of like work with it. Okay, I need to let that go, or I need to work on that. Being able to give yourself some time to slow down, to be able to sit and ask and to review. There's going to be a lot of review this week as well, reviewing of lessons, reviewing of things that may be coming up. Our intuition and our higher self, are trying to show us and guide us. Our spirit guides are trying to guide us. Come over here. Let's work on this. Being able to sit and quiet a lot, sit in a stillness, sit in quiet energy is really therapeutic, you guys. And it doesn't have to be for big, lengths of time. Moments matter. And I say that all the time here on the channel. I say that all the time to my students. I say that all the time to myself. Moments matter. and how you talk to yourself in those moments is really important too. So I feel like this shed of control. I feel like we're letting go this week. I feel like this new moon is going to be kind of, showing us our own inner power, our own inner lion energy. Being able to tap into that is huge, you guys. Being able to tap into that and try not to label things this week. I think that's going to be a big one too. Try not to label it. It just is, right? There's a try and find neutral energy. It just is. It is what it is. Finding that neutral space, being able to tap in there will be able to help us navigate through some of this energy. What brings you joy? How can I keep it simple? Where can I slow it down? And can I just breathe and allow that pressure? We're under a lot of pressure. You can feel it. How many of you can feel it out there when you go out into the physical world? You can feel the pressure. Everybody's under it. So try and kind of find where your release valve is to release steam or release energy or to be able to let go. Trying to tap into that will help us. And I think one thing that I want to talk about is if we don't find the release valve, watch for your emotions. Like they're going to be coming out with a pressure release. And remember the people around you. Some people around us may be experiencing that with their they need to release that valve. And sometimes we are in the vicinity of that release of that valve from other people, right? People can lose their cool, and it usually has nothing to do with us. It's their own stuff that they're trying to sift and sort. And they so watch for the pressure releases. And I personally, what I'm going to do this week is, because I feel like there may be pressure releases around me, I'm going to protect my energy a little bit. A little bit more. I always protect my energy, but I'm going to turn the volume up on my energy protection, visualizing white light around you or turning up the brightness of that white light. If you resonate with crystals, spirit guides, and just kind of protect me from energy that I don't really need to tap into will be huge too, especially if you've got people releasing around you. And try not to knee jerk reaction. If somebody's pressure valve releases, try to back in my own lane. They're letting off their steam, has nothing to do with me. Try not to pick things up that are not yours this week. That's really good advice all the time. I hear you. And sometimes that can be really hard, right? It can be really hard when somebody has that pressure valve. We want to react. And we want to react to what's going on around us. Try to step out. Try to get back in your lane. Try to understand, they're having their own pressure release. Just remember that I said it. Just remember that I said it because it's going to have its moments. All right, you guys. I just want to make sure I covered everything here. Um, yeah, true self is your highest power. I love that so much. Let's grab some questions. I do have to work this morning, and I'm not here Friday morning, so I'm going to spend a few minutes here, extra minutes perhaps if I can, grabbing some questions here. Jasmine, yes, that's why the weekend goes by so fast, and it's like you're running out of time. Yeah, I know. It's we try to cram in, and here's the thing with weekends. If you don't have to work the weekend, or we try to cram in as much as we can that needs to be done, or as much fun as we can into 2 very short days. So I hear you there, Miss Jasmine. I hear you. So setting some time aside during the week. I try really hard to do that with shutting it all down. I try to shut things down at least once a day, where my phone's off. I'm just breathing. I'm looking at the sky. I'm taking a moment. I'm pulling some weekend energy into the week there. Wes, I hope you had a happy birthday. I see you here. Camilla, hi Lana. I'm wondering if there's a message for me. Um, Camilla, let me just kind of feel into that a little bit. Camilla, I'm just curious if I feel like I'm on. Here's the pressure. My shoulders are suddenly heavy. I feel like I've got to unpack something. I feel like there's something going on, and just kind of like something that I'm reviewing or something that I'm working through. And I feel like the best thing that I can do is just put it down. Sometimes we can kind of marinate too long in something, and I just feel like, okay, I did the best that I could with that at the time, and I need to put it down. I need to kind of literally practicing that, grabbing something that you can physically just, I'm putting it down, I'm putting it down, I'm putting it down. I feel like there's an unpacking thing. So, Camilla, if it's not resonating in this red hot moment, just remember that I said it, or ask yourself, is there something that I need to put down that I can't change it, I can't shift it, I can't do anything with it. I just need to put it down. I feel like there's an unpacking of stuff there, Camilla. Laura, does Spirit have any messages from T, who passed very unexpectedly last week at the age of 51? Um, bless. That is young. Um, Laura, I feel a few things here. Um, There was something significant 3 days before I passed. I don't he I'm being brought back 3 days before I pass. So I don't know if that was a conversation or a text message. I just feel like there's something there, or an event. There was something 3 days. I don't feel it connects to the reason why they passed. I just feel like there was something significant there. I also feel like I'm very loved. I know I'm very loved. I know I'm sending a lot of love and support here. I also feel my chest is really tight here. So I don't know if it was a heart or a lung thing, but my chest, I'm right here. I just feel really, really tight here. I also feel just give me a moment here, Laura. I also feel I don't know if it's you or someone else is feeling they missed something. Nothing was missed. I feel like there's somebody there that feels like I should have seen that. There must have been something that I missed. There's nothing there that I missed, and I'm very much okay. I'm also sending a lot of love and support for people that are here. Often, Laura, when people pass recently, the messages can be very brief as they make their transition over into the spirit dimensions as well. So I just needed to add that. Kelsey, good morning, Lana. Any messages from my grandpa who passed? Also, I'm having surgery Friday and just wondering if you see it going well. Kelsey, I feel the surgery goes very well, and I also feel recovery goes very well. I just have to remind you to take your time. I feel like there's a reminder there of taking your time. Kelsey, a little bit of validation there from Grandpa. I feel September is significant anniversary, birthday, or passing, or the number nine, ninth of any month. Number nine, show me the number nine as being significant. I also feel that you've overcome something recently, and he's very proud of you for. Like I feel like it was either an overcome or an accomplishment, and I'm really proud of you for. I'm really proud of you for that. I also feel so much love and support around you right now. Probably the surgery, but I feel like in general, and I don't know if you struggle with feeling that support, but he keeps saying it over and over and over again. She's supported. She's supported. There's lots of support there. Let her know she's supported. And sometimes, Kelsey, we have to allow that support in, let people do things for you, let people help out, saying yes when do you need anything? Yes, I do. Yes, I do need something. I feel like that is, and not just around that surgery, Kelsey, but I think that overall, and this can be for many of us too out there. I'm like, yeah, I can work on that too, is allowing people to help. Sometimes we don't allow that helpful energy in. You allow that support in, allow that help in. I hope that resonates there for you. Diana Lopez, do my spirit guides have any messages for me? Diane, Diana, sorry, I suddenly feel so much growth. I just feel like you've been working on something there on your spiritual journey, and I just feel like I need to pass on the message that they're really proud of you. I feel like there's a level up here. I feel like there's more spiritual growth. Perhaps you're kind of got a new curiosity about something spiritual, and or you're working on something new with on your spiritual journey. And I feel like you've done really well with learning to trust. I feel like there's been a repair. I can see some repair oh, how's my phone ringing when it's on do not disturb? Um, I feel like you've done really well with the trust, and and that's a big one. That's a big hurdle, and I just feel like I need to say well done you on that. There's no ceiling, like we never hit maximum trust. So if you're having those thoughts, well, I still have a way to go. Yeah, we all do. I have a way to go too. We're always working on that. There's no ceiling there with growth in our spiritual journey, and especially with the trust factor. I just feel like I have to say, continue doing such a good job. Well done. Any messages from me, Lana? Says B. B, I feel like I need to. This is gonna sound really funny, but I need to. I need to say it. I feel like I need to smell sweet things. I feel like I need to smell flowers and smell sweetness. I feel like I'm really aware of my smell. I feel like, but I feel like it's like the sweeter things. I feel like when we kind of trigger the olfactory nerve in our nose, it affects our brain, and I feel like I need to say there are sweet things in life. Finding that sweet spot, finding that glorious smell of things are sweet. So if you can start smelling things that smell really good. So I don't know if you're struggling with focusing more on things that are not right, or that don't smell good. It's like a balance thing. Yes, there are things 100%. You guys all know how I feel in toxic positivity. Yes, there are things in this world that are sour right now and stink like poop, but there is also things in life that smell really good right now. So I feel like I've just got to put that into balance for you there, B, with just taking some time to smell things that are good. And when we trigger it, so when we trigger it with that smell, it triggers our brain into kind of thinking thinking a little bit about the sweet things in life too. There are sweet spots in life, and I think that that sense of smell is really going to help you put that back in the balance on this on the or perhaps it's just about, as we're navigating the energy this week, that you're in a sweeter spot with it all. Find I love that message, by the way. I love that. I think that's something that we can all do when we're struggling with, what is so heavy and what is going on. We're putting it back into balance by smelling something sweet to remind us that there are sweeter things in life too. I love that. I love that perspective. Thank you, Spirit. Laura, I definitely have been seeing things differently, more clearly of what it is and leaving it behind. Well done, Laura. I think with the clarity piece, one, and I think there's a few things. Sometimes, consciously or subconsciously, we may not want to see it, and we may not want to, to navigate it, but it does keep coming up, doesn't it, Laura? It keeps coming up, back up. Okay, it's back up here. I've got to see it. I've got to see it what it is, and I gotta let it go. Sometimes it's just about that letting go, and that is one. There's many hard things about being human, but that is one of the hardest things, is letting things go, putting it to rest, healing. Sometimes all we can do, you guys, is literally sending healing energy to the situation or to the wound or to the scar, and just being able to let it go. And sometimes it comes back up, and that's something that I always feel very pulled to talk to. Our brain doesn't forget, and sometimes things come back up because our brain's like, remember when that happened to you? Remember when that person did that? And I just reapply love. I just reapply that love lotion, and I just say, yes, I do remember when that happened, and I've let it go, and I've got to move forward. But yes, I do remember, and that's a good way of kind of navigating through without the toxic positivity, because without acknowledgement, it makes it really hard to put things down. um Oh, look at you, Rachel. Is off the charts right now. I am trusting my intuition a lot more. Well done, Rachel. Third eye activation is going to be big this week. So if you guys are wanting to work on that third eye activation, I mean, it's always a good time, but this is a really good time vibrationally to work on that activation. So there you go, Rachel. Jasmine, what does Spirit Team have about why my throat chakra feels like it's blocked? Because I feel like I've been coughing a lot and it's been sore. So Jasmine, always, I always say this, if it's medical, I attend to that side of it. But speaking your truth, speaking our truth can be really hard, for many different reasons. And I also feel, Jasmine, here, there's some kind of old programming, about, either, you still feel like you're not heard, or what you have to say doesn't matter. Talking to yourself in a mirror is a great way of opening up that throat chakra, or clearing any energy there in the throat chakra. I like to wear, if I'm struggling with my truth, I will wear a blue crystal around my neck to help. I will journal how I'm feeling. I will share with a safe person. I have my go-to people where I'll say, I just need to say this rant. Excuse me, sorry. I just need to say this. Can you just sit there and say nothing and just let me vent this? Sometimes people need to be told that they don't have to say anything or fix it for us. Can you just sit there and hear me out? And so something like that may help you there, Jasmine. But I feel like, speaking our truth, if you come to your heart space, and that's one thing. And if it's something that you need to say, I always say to people, I need to share something, and I'm gonna say it from my heart space. I'm gonna say it with love. And that kind of softens it. And it also takes people off the defense. People will often go in the defense. Sometimes it's not so much what we say, is that we're not always in our heart space when we say it, and it puts people on the defense, and then it becomes a gong show. Right? I just want to tell you how I feel. But if you say, I'm coming from my heart space, try this. I want to talk to you from my heart, and watch people. They will their posture will change. They'll open up to receive it a little bit more. So I hope that you find that helpful there. Maybe Kate, sorry. Good morning, everyone. Len, are there any messages for me today, especially in relation to my dog? I feel so. I almost wanted. I felt giddy there for a moment. I felt like the giddy energy. I felt like that loving energy. I felt like you're a good dog mom. I felt like I needed to kind of just remind you that. I also feel like I need to take a layer off. So I feel like maybe Katie, I feel like I need to take a layer off. So I don't know if you've been either caring carrying something, or there's something that is really bothering you, I feel like I need to take something off. So, to remove it. Like, I'm just going to remove that. I feel like it's okay to put something down, but I feel like I need to take it off. So maybe kind of like put on a jacket or a hoodie or a light sweater and try and taking it off. I feel like it's almost, maybe Katie, do you feel like you're closed off a little bit or not as open as you would like? And I feel like if I can practice taking something off and opening up, I feel like there's just, and it feels very light to me. I just feel like it'll help you in your spiritual journey big time. Um, uh, Look at you guys supporting each other. Okay, let's see. River Grant, any advice or words of encouragement from my spirit team ancestors about the art that I'm working on to submit to a museum? Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Um, River, I feel like your art here has been intuitively created. So I feel like it wasn't just you creating the art. I feel like you had a lot of guidance from your spirit team and your ancestors. And I feel like if you can use your imagination and just kind of create like a signature on the bottom of it, or a little logo, or a little, even a squiggle that also connects you to them. Like they helped you with it. You can do it. You don't have to put it directly on the artwork, but if you can even just like do it in your own awareness. I feel like, because I feel like you were guided here, and I feel like the trust here. I feel like it's like trust us too, that we help. Yes, your own gifts and talents are in there, but I feel like they nurtured you through that, and I feel like this is a big push for more of your creative abilities to blossom and bloom. I feel like this piece of art was like this seedling that kind of like is growing huge, and I feel like they guided you so beautifully and that you trusted it so magically. But now when you kind of like have that, oh my goodness, it's going to a museum, you kind of like struggle with your own, is it good enough, all of that. And we all do that, River Grant. We all have that am I good enough moment, but they helped you and you are so supported in that. And I feel like you channel that way, you channel through your art. We all have our own unique way of channeling. And some of us channel through art, some of us channel through music, some of us channel through, like, even scientists, like some of the information that comes from scientists and or the medical world, that some of that's channeled too, right? So there's so many incredible ways that channeling occurs, and your way, River Grant, is through your art. And I feel like this is like a seedling that's blooming and growing and spreading, and I'm so incredibly proud of you, for standing in that energy, and for taking that and trusting it. This is just the next step, but they have been working with you, and I love that so much. um Tabitha, hi Lana, I hope you're great weekend. Did my dad or another spirit turn on his bedroom light yesterday, or is an electrical wiring going wonky? I don't feel it as wiring going wonky. Does he it feels more spirit, it feels more like spirit energy to me there, Tabitha. um Tabitha, I'm feeling, I'm hearing, sorry, rather, that song, This Little Light of Mine. I feel like the message here is for you to shine more. So I feel, Tabitha, I don't know if you're shy to shine bright or shy to say, here I am. Show up as you are and just shine bright. Like, I feel like it's more of a shining your own, like letting your own truth, letting your own energy be more coming out forward more. So I feel like there's a push here, Tabitha. I feel like there's this push to, just be who you are always, like to shine that bright. Not it. Some people may need sunglasses. Sometimes we're too bright for some people. Hand them a pair of sunglasses. You don't have to turn it down, right? Like, I feel like it's like coming into more of that authentic self space. I also feel like I need to say, like, you're truly never alone. The light is always on from the spirit dimensions. I feel like that's a piece of it as well. The light is always there. The light is always on. I also feel, Tabitha, I'm also hearing things. So I'm curious if you've heard something fall that didn't fall, or if you've heard something. Like, I feel like it feels loud to me. Like, I feel like you heard something. Just remember that I said it if you haven't yet. But I feel like I need to say you're not losing it. It's spirit. Like, I feel like I heard something loud. There you go. Diane Quinn, my husband and I just had this conversation last night. We're under so much pressure Yeah, it's a real pressure feeling here. I have to agree with that. I felt that in my meditation there, Diane. Diane, finding a way to release some of that pressure, finding a way. There are some things that we can control, and some things that we can't. In finding a way to release the pressure. Fun energy is a great one. Stillness is a great one. Simply breathing is a great one. Yes, the pressure may be still there, but we can release it a little bit to give ourselves an opportunity to breathe. All right. PJ, good morning. It's morning. It's been forever. Hi, all. Hello, darling. Uh, while you've been through so much, everyone needs to take time to process and let things go. You don't need to feel guilty for just being. Rachel, you were so beautiful. Those are beautiful words to give, Rachel. You don't need to. I hope everything is on the up for you. Anna, I hope you had a great weekend. Lana, I just wanted to say hi, hello, darling, and tell you the message you gave me about mediumship and stepping out on the 18th blew me away. You're amazing. Spirit is amazing. Anna, spirit, there are many moments every single day that I pick my jaw up off the floor. It's literally I literally it's a the spirit dimensions are incredible. And and the more that we lean in there and the more that we open and the more that we take the learning path with it, it's nothing but bliss and magic. And I say that every single day that I am here on this physical earth, it has magic in it. It's incredible. I keep River, I keep getting a decent oracle or a deceit oracle card lately in reference to my brother-in-law. Is there anything more spirit wants me to know about what he's up to? River, I feel okay, so I feel like all right, I'm just having a listen. I feel like I need to mind my own business. Number one, I know I had to process that one for a minute. I feel like I have to not pick it up, not be open to receive, and that energy. I feel like I need to leave the door open for someone to come and speak to you. I feel like I need to do like visualizing an open door. If you need to come and speak to me, the door's wide open. If you feel like you need to say that, the door's open. If you want to come and speak to me, it feels more of something that's not truthful. I feel like there's a truthful, like I'm not being truthful. I'm not telling the truth here. And I feel like I need to but I don't feel it's directly towards you. I feel like it's towards someone else. And I feel like I need to say the door's open. The door's wide open. If you ever want to speak to me, you don't have to say why. You just have to trust it. I also feel like trusting is this is a big trusting this energy that you're feeling, the messages that you're getting, but I feel like I need to not get involved in it directly. I need to be open to support, if that makes sense there. I've been working and pregnant with morning sickness, been through custody, child support for 2 years. It's finally over. Transitioning now, feeling guilty for just being needed this. We always get what we need, don't we? We always get what we need. I love that so much. Um, let's see where we're going there. PJ, we put an offer on a house and it was accepted. Any feelings about this for me and my spouse? Congratulations. New beginnings. I think PJ, one thing that really helps with new beginnings is if there's anything, and this is what I do with in all new beginnings, I close chapters. So for example, the place that you're living in now, I would set up just a moment or a gratitude letter and just I like to close chapters when I'm moving forward into something that for me it really helps with the forward momentum, new beginnings and endings. And if there's anything that you feel that you need to close right for yourself, fear can be a big one. This move feels really good to me though. I mean, yes, when we purchase a new house, there's going to be new finance stuff, things are adjusted a little bit, but I feel like putting down some fears, closing the fears, right? It can be I'm going to put down any fear that I may have with this. I'm just going to trust the path. Anything that you need to send gratitude for the how you got here, there's a lot of gratitude on how we got here. And I feel like when we do that, when we connect to that gratitude or the closing of chapters, it just kind of clears the energy going forward. I like to clear energy. I will literally like I'll grab a crystal or I'll visualize a clear path. I'll often sing the follow the yellow brick road. Like I feel like I need to kind of like lean into there a little bit. And yes, because moving is a lot. This is a big step. You have the what did we do? What did we just do? Right. But I feel like when we close old chapter or close chapters, I feel like it just helps with new beginnings. I hope that you find that helpful there. Lana, thank you so much for the messages from T, especially considering the recency of the past. Much love to you and much love to you. Um, PJ, I see a couple familiar people here. Dee Dee and Aaron, I hope you're keeping well. Wes, I certainly had a blast on my birthday. I walked to the Amsterdam Pride Walk that happened that fell on the same day. Oh, I love that, Wes. I'm glad you found something that brought you joy. Awesome. And also, Lynn, I really love hearing about how your mediumship has changed and evolved over time. That's one thing that I've always really embraced is allowing. I literally, it took me a long time to get here, but I will literally say I don't control my mediumship at all. I don't. And that was the biggest piece of my learning in my stepping into was I literally step out of it. I sit myself down over there and I literally say, how are we working today? And I allow it to go. I completely have surrendered the need to control. And sometimes, the pressure of being right. I don't have to be right. They're never wrong, but it has nothing to do with me. And I find that has really elevated my mediumship. It's really enhanced how I connect with them because I don't have any static in between. There's no static with them. The static comes with us, right? And that's why so many of you may struggle with the consistency of it. I also trust spirit more than I trust the physical world. All my trust is there. Physical world, I may not trust all the time, but the spirit dimensions, there's like an infinity of the trust factor. And even when if I'm giving a message to someone and they're saying, no, it doesn't resonate. No, it doesn't resonate. No, I can't. I just simply say, just remember that I said it. And usually by the end of the reading, they'll be like, oh, that makes sense to me now. Or I just thought about it. And yes, I understand that. Or, I don't get into what if I'm wrong, right? I just trust it. And there's no fear in that. And I'm also okay with the client will understand it at some point. And I literally get, and I'm not exaggerating on the numbers, hundreds of emails that say, you said this, now it makes sense. It doesn't always have to make sense in the moment. And I think that is huge. But Anna, just being able to trust it and allow it to grow and to change. Spirit changes it all the time. And it always has that. What are we doing? I just allow it. They're going to work with me on how we're working today. And thank you very much, Anna, for supporting me in that and loving to hear about my experience with it. Hannah. Oh, sorry, B. Haha, I'm pregnant and smell has been so sensitive. My home has stunk to me in ways it never did before. I've been deep cleaning. Wow. Would love some sweet smell. So Anna, Hannah, or sorry, B, I think, even with all that you've gone through, I think smelling something that smells different. I find that interesting that you've been struggling with smells, and I picked up on the advice on smell things. The olfactory center is right next to your memories too. Scents can bring memories to mind. River, I never thought of that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention there. Isn't that interesting? Like sweet memories. Thank you, River. Thank you for adding that. I do truly love so much when you guys participate. I hope that you feel safe here to do that all the time. What you can share what you're picking up, or like River did, bringing something else into the conversation there. I love that. Kelsey, my grandpa passed June 9th. There we go. Thank you for the response. There's the 9. See, and here's an example. When spirit showed me the 9, it could mean a few things, and I just trusted that Kelsey would understand what the 9 meant. There you go. All right, you guys. I'm gonna grab a few more. There's Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. Diane, happy to hear you had a great birthday, Wes. Uh, Nicole, good morning, Lana. I had an accident on the farm yesterday. Are there any messages from the animals involved? Feeling so sad today, trying to find a way to accept what's happened. Nicole, so first of all, I feel like the animals that are currently on the farm, all the living animals, as well as the animals that have passed, um, I feel like I need to, and you're probably going to push this back a little bit on me, but that's okay. I'm going to push it back to you. I feel like I really have to tap into always you have done your best. You have shown up on that farm every single day with love and care for those animals. You've always done what you needed to for their best interest. And sometimes things happen. Sometimes we don't understand it. But when you come back into all the TLC and all of the animals first, you put your animals first ahead of you, like ahead of what you need, whether it be sleep or water or coffee or food, they're always first. And this is literally an accident. And I feel like the animals on the farm are saying, like, will help you heal from that. I feel like the animals that have passed, your animals that have crossed over, not just the ones recently, but the ones that over the years are holding you in that space of love and unconditional support, and they're asking you to accept it. Guilt and I could have's and I should have's and why didn't I's, that is something that they're wanting you to put down. We can all, me included, I should have, I couldn't, I didn't. But I think that the point is allowing that I've done the best that I can. Yes, this was a terrible accident. What did I learn from the experience? All of that, they're asking you to allow them to hold you in it and to let the animals help you heal. Animals are profound. Nicole, I know you know this. Animals are profound in helping us heal, and they're helping you heal through this. I also feel like that they're asking you to give yourself a bit of a break, to slow it down, to feel, to allow their energy to come in and hold you. They're wanting to hold you. So go wrap your arms around a goat, a horse, a chicken. Like, just allow them to hold, like, just let them hold you, not you holding them, let them hold you. Go to Rain. Go see Rain, or Riot. Go to any of them. Whoever you're pulled, I'm pulled to Rain, but let them hold you, Nicole. Like, and let them nurture and love you and support you through this. Hope you found that helpful, my friend. All right, you guys. I know there's quite a few questions here. Oh, look at this, Nicole. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace, dear. This group, this community. Oh my gosh, my heart. Fun fact, smell also comes during perimenopause. I love the smell of bacon now. Oh, I love the smell of bacon and it makes me barf. Oh, I love yes, perimenopause. Menopause is an interesting experience. It's an interesting experience. I'll just leave it at that. Let's jump into the angel number book. Let's pull some angel numbers for the week. 418. Keep up the good work as your optimistic outlook and connection to the angels has opened the gateway to financial abundance. Oh, thank you. Let's do another one. 422. This is a strong message from the angels asking you to trust, believe, and have faith that your prayers are being answered, because they are. We talked about trust big time today. Let's go to the animal book. See where we are. When you guys help me. Oh, octopus. I don't think we've had the octopus here. I'm not even sure I ever read the octopus before. Explore the possibility of somehow working with those who are transitioning into the spirit world. It's time. That's kind of interesting. It's time to take those yoga classes you've been thinking about to help your body become more flexible. That can be anything that makes your body more flexible. It doesn't have to be yoga. Get a thorough get. Sorry, I lost my spot. Get through physical get through the physical and practice integrative medicine, paying particular attention to your heart and lungs. Use your mental agility to get wherever it is seeking, and be guarded about the Be guarded about your objectives that you pursue. You'll soon find your clairvoyant sensitivities and abilities increasing while stimulating. You'll notice that your hearing requires extra attention. Listen up. You guys want to do a card? Now remember, I don't know this book or this deck by memory yet because it's fairly new and I haven't been spending a lot of time with it. I'm not here Friday, so I thought I would do three numbers, an animal, and a card. A card, yay, yeah. Yeah, so this is the wisdom deck. If you haven't been on the last couple lives, it is the wisdom of the House of Night deck. I haven't spent much time with it, so I don't know all the cards by memory yet. This one here just kind of jumped. You're not going to believe this. Letting go. Well, letting go. Letting go. We just talked about letting go. 22. See, and there's the magic. Okay, letting go. Card number 22. And letting go, like we talked about, is the hardest thing, right? Letting go is the hardest thing for many of us. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight, lest you chase it away. That's a pretty old saying or proverb, isn't it? You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. Ooh, that's interesting. Let others do the same. You'll be so happy that you did. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen on its own accord. Let it go. Let go. I will be working on that myself. All the messages and all the channeling and the animal cards and the oracle decks. I practice that too. I will practice letting go, even if I'm not sure what I need to let go of. I will practice surrender, just surrendering to it, allowing it, being more open to it. Reminding myself I can let that go. I don't have to pick things up. I don't have to pick things up. I can let it go. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I'm not here Friday. I will see you on Monday. And for the energy update for the month of August. August, I will not be making any scheduling commitments. Ooh, that's a big one for me. I will be allowing myself to free fall in August. So I'm going to do an energy update for the entire month. And I'm going to allow myself to have some space and giving myself some grace. All those things that I talked to you guys about, I practice as well, like I said. So I will be free flowing through August. When I will be live, I don't know. I'm literally allowing that. I'm also going to allow myself some time with spirit to work on the fall schedule, the fall workshops, the direction that they want me to go in. That's I'm taking that for the month of August. So I will do a monthly energy update, which will be new. I don't think I've done a monthly. I've done a 2025, and I think I did 2024 energy update for the year, but I don't think I've done it for the month, like just for a month. Um, Spirit was loud in one of my channeling sessions several weeks ago that August needed to be clear. So I have literally cleared it. That is trust. No, not even booking any sessions. If you look on my website, you cannot book in the month of August. Spirit really wants me to have some time. I really want to have some time, but they also want to work on new. There's something new with the Hawk and I that they want to reveal. So I'm going to honor that. I'm going to honor that. Let go of the fear. You so deserve your August break. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that love and support. It's also trusting, right? It's trusting. It's being able to trust. And I have unlimited amount of that. Did I pause and question that? Yeah, I did for a moment. I was like, and those sessions in August, and they're like, no sessions in August, and I blocked the calendar. You know, did I flip flop in that? Yeah, I did. You see, it's all about trust, and it's all about learning, and it's all about growth. And I always like to share with you guys that even though I've done a lot of the spiritual work and I've been on this path for many, 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 many years, there are still moments that I wobble too. Like we all are here to wobble, every single one of us. Every single one of us wobbles and learns, so please give yourself some grace and some love and some understanding in your own wobble, right? When you're own in your own overthinking, give yourself that grace. I give myself that grace when I wobble. What am I learning here? Right? It's okay. And I think I also think um on the spiritual journey, we have to keep the ego in check, right? I don't know it all, and I'm very okay to say that, right? I don't know it all. I don't understand it all. I don't right? So, but I will be taking the month of August for some time. When spirit sits me down, I pull up a chair. So they have asked me to have a seat for the month of August, and I'm very interested, intrigued, curious, excited to see what they want me to do. I'm also very excited to just flow, to just literally be. All right. See you next week. Have a glorious, glorious slow down. Slow it down. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings. Have a spirit guided week, you guys. Much love.